and stretch that tiny little pussy.
Bro, I am on 2025 time right now. I am just eagerly anticipating David Corenswet as Superman in Superman Legacy. I believe David Corenswet will give a performance that is on par with the late great Christopher Reeve and will be this generation's Superman. I firmly believe it. I think he will establish himself as the best Superman that we've ever had. But before that, let's take a look back at Henry Cavill, who I thought was going to be the best Superman of all time and had the potential to be the best Superman of all time before Henry Cavill as Superman imploded faster than Titan in the Ocean Gate submarine. So without further ado, let's break this bitch down and let's see what we got. Let me just say this, bro. Man of Steel is an absolute banger. I love Man of Steel. I think it's an absolute masterpiece. I love the casting of Henry Cavill. I love Michael Shannon as General Zod. I thought he was a great villain. Now, the chemistry between Amy Adams and Henry Cavill, let's just say Ted Bundy had more chemistry with his victims than these two. But I digress. Everything else, the VFX, the action, the direction, the story, for me, it was on point. And I thought that we were going to get a Superman trilogy for the ages. I thought, here we go. It's about damn time. I am ready for it. And for a long time, I thought everyone agreed with me. I thought, well, everyone loves Man of Steel. And then the backlash came, and then the critic score came, and the audience score came, and Warner Brothers just completely shit the bed, and they panicked. And they completely, utterly lost faith and not only Henry Cavill, but the character of Superman. And that's why we have BVS, and that's why they shoehorned in Batman, because Warner Brothers thought, well, everyone loves Batman, and surely Batman v Superman will be a fantastic film, will be a billion-dollar success, and it will be the launching pad for the DCEU that we see now that is utterly failing and crumbling right before our very eyes. I wanted a Man of Steel sequel, and I know some people would be like, well, truth, BVS is a Man of Steel sequel. No, it's not. BVS is a standalone Batman movie that features Superman and Wonder Woman and Aquaman and The Flash and Darkseid and a setup for Justice League Part 2 and Part 3 that we would never, ever see again. So what do you call that, huh? Like, come on, bro. Like, it was a mistake. It was a mistake for Warner Brothers to hit the panic button so quickly and not give the character of Superman a chance. Not give Henry Cavill a chance. Who Henry Cavill, by the way, at that time was your perfect Superman, your perfect candidate. He was such an ambassador for the role. And Henry Cavill cared so much about the character of Superman, the essence of Superman, wanting to bring a hopeful, optimistic, joyful version of that character for kids and people all around the world for years to come, and you just completely butchered it, and you cut it in half before it even started. Like, how do you make a monumental mistake like that? How do you not utilize Henry Cavill for 10 plus years as the character of Superman and just completely waste him and put him on the bench for what? For what? For Batgirl, for the Suicide Squad, for a Harley Quinn solo film that nobody asked for? Are you kidding me?
Sorry. Oh my God.
I wanted to see Henry Cavill progress as Clark Kent and Superman. Here's what Warner Brothers should have done. When Warner Brothers saw the mixed reaction for Man of Steel, they should have, number one, I'm sorry to say this, fire Zack Snyder, fire David Goyer, and get a new director, get a new writing team, and start completely fresh or continue off of what Man of Steel built. The foundation of Man of Steel was pretty solid for the most part. So build upon that. Continue with Henry Cavill, continue with Amy Adams, continue with the supporting cast of Man of Steel, and bring in Lex Luthor, not Jesse Eisenberg. Bring in Brainiac for what we wanted to see for our entire lives, and focus on that. Instead, you threw in Batman, you threw in Wonder Woman, you threw in the Justice League because you wanted to compete with Marvel, and it completely failed. Not Henry Cavill's fault. Henry Cavill was not the problem. The problem was Warner Brothers trying to rush a cinematic universe to compete with Marvel, but you didn't want to put in the work. You didn't want to put in the work that made Marvel successful in the first place, that built a foundation with the fan base and general audiences, and you didn't do that with Henry Cavill or Zack Snyder or the DCU. That's why it's failing and crumbling right now, and that's why we needed the reboot. Warner Brothers messed up. Truth out.
All that matters now is that you watermelon eating, chicken bone sucking, grape juice drinking, cotton picking, basketball playing, no father having, EBT using, KFC ordering, big lips having, prison going, gang banging, money stealing, melon munching, Popeyes chicken sandwich eating, money borrowing, bad English speaking, low credit having, hot chip eating, weed smoking, non-swimming, back at the bus sitting, wannabe rapping baboons. Need to get out of here. You're not welcome.